There we go. Well, scratches and surface noise have been part of the vinyl experience since whenever. For example, if we look at here, we have got the Amstrad 8000 Mark III amplifier. And part of the features it had is this scratch filter here. And if you turn that on, basically what it is it cut all the sound off over a certain frequency. So it had the kind of unique distinction almost of not doing much to help scratches, but making it sound worse. Well, Pro-ject have come up with a kind of a more modern thing, which comes in this. And this is the Pro-ject Vinyl NRS Box S3. It's a dinky little thing. There we go. I'm interested, although it says S3, I've had a look and I can't find an S2 or S1. So I think this is the first one. Okay, so this retails for I think £290, and I got it new for 150. Right, so let's have a look a bit more closely at this. Here you've got an on, off or bypass switch, and basically the idea is with the bypass you can leave it in the chain without it interfering with the sound quality. There's the VNRS, which is a vinyl noise reduction system, and that's a way of reducing surface noise and rumble. Then you get this, and this is that decrackle, and there's several sort of strengths you can have, and there's a knob there which you can turn in order to have it at the low strength or the high strength. And there's also an intensity button along here, and the idea of that is that you can kind of set this at 2 levels when you and then do the more sort of fine adjustment with this. And the idea is that you want to set it at a level that reduces the crackle as much as you want without having an adverse effect on the sound quality. And finally, there's a 6 decibel reduction switch here in case maybe the output's increased and it's clipping. Okay, so let's have a look at the back. In the back, it's very simple. You get a line in, you get line out. So, does it work? Well, what I've done is I thought to demonstrate is I've had it on bypass and I had it on the maximum, and this is it recording the kind of the start groove of an old kind of record which I've got. I think it was Steely Dan. Anyway, so have a listen. So this is before with the bypass on, and this is with everything turned up to the max. Okay, so let's say that's with the decrackle turned up to the max, with the intensity on, and with the VNRS on. And I think, you can agree it does make some difference. I mean, the difference might be a bit exaggerated, because obviously I've bumped the volume up. Okay, so let's have a look at the run-out groove now. So again, this is the same thing. It's without any sort of noise reduction system and with everything turned on. Incidentally here, I didn't notice this when I was recording it, but listening again, there's a bit of a buzz. So I wonder if I'd maybe touched a wire instead of a ground or something. I don't know. Anyway, interestingly, you can see the effect it has on that. So there we are. I suppose the question is, first of all, does it do something? Yes. Does it do a lot? No. The thing that kind of reminded me of this was, I believe when they're training doctors, what they do is they have a sort of saying, which is, first of all, do no harm. You want to help people, you've got all these powerful drugs that might help, but equally they might cause side effects. So first thing you do is you make sure you don't do anything that's going to make the situation worse. And I think that's the sort of the tack they're taking with this, because even with everything on, it doesn't actually make a huge difference to the sound. I mean, there's a bit less dynamics and a bit less life, I think, but not something, a major difference, unlike something like the Amstrad. So I think it doesn't do much, but what it does do is positive. It doesn't have any great negative effects. Given that, and it costs £290, I was trying to think, well, who might this be aimed at? I was wondering if it's aimed at people who are, quite new to vinyl. Because if you look online, there's some people who say, this is great, and there's some people who say this doesn't do much at all. And I'm wondering if it's an age thing, because I'm, quite old. I've got I think maybe a higher tolerance to scratches and surface noise than maybe sort of young people who've been brought up not having the 50 years of record playing experience I've had, but have been used to streaming or CDs where they don't have any of that. So I'm wondering if that's the sort of person this is aimed at. So the question now is, am I going to keep it in the system? And the answer is, I don't know. I haven't decided yet. Like I say, I bought it for 150. Probably wouldn't get that much if I sold it, even though it's in great condition. It doesn't do much. I don't know. I'm going to have to think about it. Anyway, hope that's been of use to you. I'm not sure what I'm going to do next. I've got this plan to do how to turn my old mobile phone into some form of music server to see if that works. Anyway, so if you're interested, like and subscribe. Otherwise, thanks for watching.